Hi everyone, today I'm going to be speaking with you about a few insights that are coming through for me under this new moon in Cancer. Now, I am not a moonologist, I am not an astrologist. There are plenty of amazing people out there for you to follow, but I am just coming in from an intuitive perspective as a Cancerian myself. So, what you might find under new moons and full moons and all changes of moons, especially if you're highly sensitive, that it might bring up stuff for you, and you might actually feel tired. I tend to feel tired on the day before that there are changes in the moon, and maybe even the morning of that change. So just be mindful of how you're feeling. Stay hydrated, drink plenty of water. And for me, what has come on in here is this is an invitation. We're now in the middle of the year. Can you believe it? It feels like a flipping month, not 6 months. Can't believe how fast time has gone this year. But time is an illusion, so let's not get caught up in that trap. I want to encourage you to think about, what has gone well for you over the past 6 months, what didn't work over the last 6 months, maybe what has caused you a lot of stress, anxiety. Has there been loss? Has there been grief? Okay, this is not what I planned to say, but this is what's coming through. Has there been loss? Has there been grief that's still not dealt with? If that's the case, I really encourage you to support yourself first of all, and I'm going to be just talking a little bit about this today. If you want more information, if you want more one-to-one support, private message me, reach out. Because what can happen is, if we're carrying all of that heaviness, all of that denseness, all of those stuck limiting beliefs, the old stories, the thoughts that are ruminating in our head, they contribute to us feeling tired, feeling stuck, maybe feeling, Cancerian, crabby, irritable, impatient, unkind to self, maybe having unkind thoughts towards others. So this is an invitation to kind of do an inventory, and I'm going to be doing this evening. I'm going to be setting aside some time to do it. Now, genuinely, before I came on this call, I hadn't even planned on talking about the last 6 months, but obviously this is what wants to be shared, because it's very important that we can review, reflect, revise, and then, what's another word, regenerate ourselves and recommit to actually what is our vision, what is our dream. And we still have the indigo third eye visionary energy to support us in this month as well. And actually, I'm going to share the link to my Waking Up Through Colour group, because I did a wonderful channeled message and guidance that can help you with that as well. And as always, take full responsibility for your health and well-being. So that's the first piece. So nurture is coming in. This is very, like, for me as a Cancerian, home, nurturing. I'm more of an introvert. Yeah, I display extroverted tendencies when I'm with my people, when I'm with my tribe, and we all have that tribe. So it's about finding your tribe. But first of all, the first person in your tribe is yourself, because you're with yourself 24/7, 365 days a year. And it is important to put yourself first. And what I'm seeing over and over and over again, and this ran the show in my own past, but no longer, is that rest is a must. Women are great at giving, great at overdoing, great at go. But I want you to kind of drop in and see, are you kind of stuck in the masculine go, do, and not allowing yourself to rest, not allowing yourself to be gentle, to be soft, to be loving, to be feminine with yourself? Now, that can mean different things to different people. One size doesn't fit all, okay? So this is about nurturing yourself, checking in with your body on a scale of 0 to 10. How tired am I feeling right now? Is that, low level tiredness? Is it medium, or is it full on exhaustion and burnout? Okay. I've moved through all of those phases. And sometimes, in that postmenopausal phase, I can still fluctuate, but I catch myself before I even go anywhere near burnout now. because it's not a very nice place to be. And if you leave things too late, it can take months, maybe even years to recover from full-blown burnout, okay? So nurture yourself. What are you eating? What are you drinking? Forget about the Cokes, the Diet Cokes, all this. Look at, there's saccharin, there's all sorts of stuff in that. So, okay, I'm being called to be blunt. Stop fooling yourself. You know, what are you drinking? Maybe it's a time to actually reduce alcohol. This is no judgment. This is what's coming through my mouth. This is what Spirit wants me to share. As a non-drinker, I chose to not drink alcohol, and I know for sure that it wouldn't suit my sensitive system, because even if for example, on holidays, I had a scoop of ice cream, maybe one night, maybe 2 scoops the second night. I think on the third night I had some. By that, it was like my body was like, enough, no more ice cream. My body doesn't work well with dairy. I had no idea what exactly was in the ice cream, but my intestines were saying enough is enough. So I stopped. That was the end of the ice cream for the rest of the holidays. It's not about depriving ourselves, okay? But it's about being aware of what foods are we eating, how are they impacting our body, what drinks are we drinking. Mine are plenty of pure filtered water. I drink herbal teas and I drink kombucha. That literally is the sum of what I drink, okay? Might sound boring to some people. It works for me and it keeps me healthy, okay? Because particularly in this weather as well, and with shifts of the moon, think of it, the moon can influence how the tides flow, so it has a huge impact on the water. Cancer is a water element. I'm a water baby, so it's very important that we hydrate our bodies. We're a high percentage of bodies. They're different. I don't know, is it 80%? There are different percentages going around out there, but it's a high percentage that our bodies need to be hydrated. And I spoke to a woman lately and she's like, she was complaining about skin breakouts. And, you know, she said, oh, I eat well. And I said, well, what about your water? She says, that's where I fall down. I don't like water. I said, right, if you want your body to flush out any toxins, even if we're eating healthy, there can be pesticides, there can be stuff on it. There's toxins in the environment everywhere. We bloom and we'll go, from fumes, from diesel, all sorts. You know this stuff. We've got to flush the toxins out. So she was like, okay, I'll make a conscious effort. I said, if you don't, just like plain water, add some lemon, put some strawberries in it, make it a little bit more interesting and more fun to drink. Drink it from a straw. Do what makes it easy, because your body will thank you for it. And our brain needs to stay hydrated. Our brain needs water. Now I'm going off talking about things as usual, but I'm going to keep going. And let me know in the comments below. Give me a love heart. Let's get this algorithm moving a bit more. Let's get some juice into these live streams, because this is simple information, but we need to be reminded. And you know, the best of us can go off track a little bit, and sometimes all it takes is for someone like me to come on and say something like, oh yeah, I must remember to stretch or do X, Y, or Z, right? So nurture yourself. Now, nurturing yourself, okay, what you're putting into your body, your mind, your spirit. I've done a much deeper, oh yes, I have deeper live streams on this in a group that I did many months ago. I must review that and see. But again, your thoughts. What are you thinking? Who are you surrounding yourself with? Rest. Just bear with me 1 second. I want to open the window. It's getting a little bit hot in here. So, rest. Yes. There is, you know, a pandemic of women going around, as I mentioned earlier, doing, and not giving themselves permission to rest. And I'm not talking about just sitting 1 minute on the couch or 2 minutes on the couch and say, that's it, I have rested. I'm talking about deep, deep rest for the cells of your body, for your mind, for your spirit. Maybe it is that you need to take a digital detox rest. I did that on holidays. I barely looked at the phone. In fact, my brain literally was absorbing the sun, and I couldn't read. It was like my body just wanted a complete rest from all of that stuff. We're bombarded with billions of bits of information every day. Is it any wonder we have brain fog? Is it any wonder our brains are tired? Is it any wonder that we can feel stressed out and anxious? Comparing ourselves to others on social media and trying to keep up with unrealistic standards as women. I'm speaking primarily, but men as well, okay? So this is about, maybe you need to give your eyes, your mind a rest from the television, from screens. Switch your phone off, unless you're going through some big emergency, or if you have young children, you know yourself, you take responsibility for what you do. But it might be you switch off your phone, or you put it into another room. Maybe you put it on silent. Maybe tonight, instead of watching Netflix or whatever you might watch, you don't. You go for a walk, or you just get a pen and paper, or you just sit with yourself and you ask your body what messages she has for you, because most women are disconnected from their bodies. And I feel like there's a body of work coming through me in the next few weeks. It's percolating, it's not fully formed, and I'm being really guided to go into deep rest myself as well, so that when it is ripe, that I can hold the space for those women who join me. Okay, so, and it is about not feeling guilty for resting. You know, and I thought of this yesterday evening. Have you ever found yourself kind of sitting and you're thinking, oh, I'm going to rest, and the next thing maybe your partner or your children come in, so you kind of like, oh, get up. It's like kind of, oh, I can't seem to be sitting, because unconsciously you have attached the belief that rest is lazy, that I'm being lazy, I'm being unproductive, that unconsciously, in order for me to be valuable, in order for me to be loved, I have to be doing, I have to be going, I have to be giving all the time. That is a load of BS, and that is part of the recipe for burnout. So I want you to just become more aware of your habits. There can be very subtle habits, but yet over time what they're doing is they're damaging our nervous system. They're frying out our nervous system. And if we are on the path of ascension, whether you're just new to energy healing or you've been on the path for years, it doesn't matter. We still have to be mindful of our energy every single day. So just notice that. I'd love to let me know in the comments. Hi Anne, you're very welcome. What what resonates from this live stream. So that was it. So home, okay. So coming back to the body is, on a scale of 0 to 100%, how at home in your body do you feel? Just take a breath. Put your hand on your heart, another hand on your womb. Just close your eyes, just check in. Ask yourself the question and notice what number comes. Okay? So if you're not at 100%, there's work to be done. Okay? High numbers are good, but if it's anything particularly, you might say, I don't even know. I don't even know, because you've never asked yourself that question before, because maybe nobody ever asked you that question before. And I know the journey of the difference of being fully in my body and not fully in my body before I started doing the deep healing work that I've been doing for God knows how long now. Our nervous systems, every cell of our body, hears and feels everything. So if you don't feel fully in your body, you're not going to feel safe. You're not going to feel as confident as you can feel. You're not going to feel as attractive as you can feel. You're not going to feel as abundant as you can feel. You're going to maybe attract low vibe people around you. You might feel frustrated. You might know that there's something wrong, but you can't figure it out for the life of you. They're just simple things. If you want help with this, I literally have one-to-one space available over the next few weeks. Private message me if you want to book that. Okay. Now, yeah, so how at home do you feel in your body? That's the first thing, because as I said, you're with yourself 24/7. If you don't feel safe because of childhood trauma, because of teenage trauma, small traumas, big traumas, young adult woman, middle-aged, you know, lots of changes can come with perimenopause, menopause. Oh my God, it can be a tough journey for some of us. The body keeps the score. The body is your barometer of truth. And I'm going to be teaching more about this very soon. So again, under Cancer season, it's very much about the homemaker. So your home, does your home feel like home? Or do you look around and there's clutter? Right now, our sitting room, there's clothes everywhere because I have still some holiday clothes out there, want to iron them, put them away, want to sort them out. Okay, so if I look in there, it's cluttered. So that's my task over the next few days, to sort that out. So what can you do to make your home feel more at home? I can do a whole workshop on this. And if there are particular aspects of this conversation that I'm having today that you want me to do workshops on, just put them in the comments below and I will tune in and I will see what calls and how I will deliver over the next few weeks. Okay? Is it that maybe you want to bring in some flowers? I love having flowers in our home. Is it that you just want to clean the sinks, that you want to sweep the floors? Or if you don't want to do it, maybe you can pay someone to do it. There's nothing wrong with getting somebody in to help you clean your house if it's something that you just cannot stand doing. And some women are ashamed to say and afraid to say, I flippin' hate cleaning. I don't mind a certain amount of it, but I'm not a fan of big deep cleans too often. So ask for family support. Because every person in the home really needs to contribute to keeping it clean. That's the reality. So maybe you need to activate your throat chakra and ask for support. Do so in a loving, playful way. And you might be surprised as what support comes in for you. Okay, so I hope that has helped. Follow the nudge. That's what I'm doing. It's my human design. Follow the nudges. Follow the yellow brick road. And actually, when I was coming on, when I came into the office here, the hymn that came through, and again, this is not promoting any particular religious affiliation, but the words were, "Come follow me and I will give you rest." So if you are a woman and you are looking to feel less stressed out, less anxious, less overwhelmed, less fearful, less judgmental of self and others, less contrary, less irritable, less moody, and you want to bring in more peace, more joy, more fun, more laughter, more contentment, more abundance, well then follow me. I think that's kind of cool. Anyway, yeah, because we can have fun doing these lives. We can have fun in my workshops. And so much can shift profoundly in a few minutes if you are willing to say yes to you. So this is an invitation now to take some time out today, become curious, be the observer as you move around your life. You know, how am I feeling? Check in with yourself. Simply, how am I feeling? How does my body feel? I do this every morning and several times throughout the day. How am I feeling right now? I'm feeling great. Right now I'm feeling energized. Right now I'm ready to go off and do what I want to do. Some mornings I might feel tired. So if I do, I'm like, okay, do I need to rest in bed a little bit more? Do I need to get up and hydrate myself? I always hydrate myself in the morning, by the way. That's one of the first things I do. But I check in. What does my body need? Because you know. But there can be deeper stuff held in your body. There can be so much stuff in your energy field. There can be some strange stuff in our energy field. Because I know I've done a lot of healing on myself. And, you know, maybe the word healing gets, again, is misunderstood. For me, healing is a return to wholeness. It's bringing me back to the remembrance of my true divinity, my true light, my true soul. It's peeling back the layers of darkness. It's peeling back the shadow aspects of self. It's lifting the veils of illusion. It's lifting the untruths that have been absorbed into my energy field as a highly sensitive woman from the minute I was conceived up until today. Okay. So I feel that that's all I'm going to say for now. So have a great new moon in Cancer. Apparently, this is the first time in 17 years since this occurs. Again, follow astrologers for further information. So I listened to, actually, I follow a lady on Instagram, Katrina Astro. She's brilliant. I don't know her surname, apologies. But she spoke this morning of creating your vision. I spoke earlier about creating your vision for the next 6 months, which I feel is important to maybe start there. And then, you know, have that overall big picture of how you want to be in 17 years' time. It doesn't be long flying. Oh my God, what age would I be in 17 years' time? I sincerely hope that I'm fitter maybe than I am now. And yeah, living the dream. Okay? Because we have different seasons of our life. There are times when we're engrossed in childminding and rearing teenagers and all the stuff that comes with that. And we might have less time for certain aspects of our life than perhaps at my stage now. So it's about honoring the season of life that you're in, but always, always, always being unapologetic about loving and accepting yourself and growing that love and acceptance vibration in every cell of your body, in every organ, every tissue, every sinew of your being, day by day, moment by moment. And breathe. As usual, no idea what comes through on this. I get the little outline and off I go. I'm like the little, whatever, the hare in the stall, or I can't think of the greyhound let off. Okay, so hope you've enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments below. What aspect of today have you enjoyed the most? And if you are feeling the call from your heart and your soul to work with me one-to-one, private message me. We'll hop on a quick call. We'll see what's going on for you, and we'll see what energy wants to come through, because your energy, your soul will speak. Okay, take care. Have a great day. Share this with your friends and see you very soon. Bye for now. Well, I hope my connection was good, because I'm seeing slow connection. So hopefully you could hear every word I said.